Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brandon Dawson here for WJBF Digital, and for over a year now, two young men have been on a journey. In fact, more than a journey. You know, we're sitting here right now at 25 walks, 23 states, two young men walking the country for foster care awareness. And I'm happy to say that, you know, after a year, whoa, we're halfway there. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Tavon Woods. Boys, welcome back to the building.
Feels good to be back.
You know, it's crazy, you know, a year ago, this all started with a phone call.
Yes, sir, that's it.
I got a phone call here at the station. If it was you, it was Davon, right? Yeah, Davon, you said that you and your brother were going to be walking from Georgia to Florida for foster care awareness. And I think my initial thought was, how in the world are you gonna do that?
These guys are crazy.
I was like, I was like, so what, you're gonna walk and then you're gonna do this? He's like, no, we're gonna do the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go from Georgia to Florida, and it didn't stop there.
Yes, sir.
It didn't stop there. You guys kept going, and
yes,
you know, I'm happy to say I'm very proud of you guys. I've been in touch with you guys the whole time.
Yes, sir.
You know, we've talked, you know, ups and downs,
yes,
and just so proud that you guys have gotten to this milestone that you guys are at right now, coming up on 25 states, at 23 now, 25 walks
yes,
in total.
Sir.
So the first thing I want to ask you guys is, you know, just how does it feel? You know, how does it feel, you know, from where you started to where you're at now?
Well, first, just want to give God thanks, because, you know, without Him, we're nothing. But it's just been an amazing journey. And it's just so many ups and downs, so many stuff that we didn't expect it. But at the end of the day, God is not going to put nothing on you that you can't handle. So we just been pushing, and, you know, there's been times where we wanted to give up, honestly. You know, there's been times where I just wanted to say, man, you know what, I'm done with this. But every time I do that, I always think about the kids that follow us, the kids that look up to us. So it just keeps us going. But it's been one that we will always remember. I can say that.
Now, you know, I know that we've talked about it before, but, you know, for those people who, you know, who haven't heard your story, give me a little bit of a rundown about what led up to this initial walk of you guys walking from Georgia to Florida. Tell me your story.
Okay. Well, me and Davon, we got taken away from my family at birth due to my mom doing drugs while pregnant with us. So therefore, we got adopted. At the age of 2, we stayed in a foster home until we was 2. We got adopted by the Woods family. And just our experience being adopted, certain things we growing up, we like, you know, this not right, that not right. And we like, wow, it's a lot of kids going through that same stuff. But me and Davon never told anybody anything we was going through. So I know it's so much kids out there going through what we was going through. So me and Davon was like, man, we got to speak up, because I don't want another kid to have to suffer in silence. So what we did, we brought it to the light.
That's amazing. Now, you guys did that initial walk, and, you know, you've done, look, give me a rundown of some of the places that you guys have been. 23 states is a lot. Give me the rundown about some of the places you guys have been.
So we've been to, you know, we knocked out just about every place up north, besides like 4 states. But, you know, big thanks to God, man, we was able to go to Guam. We know it is in a state, because at the end of the journey, we're going to be over 50 states, because we added Guam and then we did Puerto Rico. But it's just been amazing. The support has been crazy. You know, we both quit. I quit my job. It's about to be 2 years now. And, you know, the supporters have just been supporting us. Hey, man, I appreciate what you young men are doing. So it's been ridiculous.
Well, I want to talk a little bit more about that. You know, obviously, you know, anytime I see you guys on Facebook, you know, I see people coming up to you, bringing you water, giving you places to stay, bringing you food. You know, what's that been like, going from state to state and having people just help you guys on this mission?
I feel like it was made to push us, because you got to think, when we first started this journey, we didn't expect to be doing all these different states. We was just going to do Georgia to Florida. But we saw the support, and we like, wow, these people really cheering. They believe in, a lot of people don't really believe in what we do, but we have people out there that's supporting us, and they're pouring into us. And if it wasn't for them, and, you know, of course, God sent those people in our life for a reason, because we both quit our jobs just to embark on this journey. So it's like, I appreciate everybody, because it's like, wow, like, that's nobody but God. Y'all come at the right time, the right day, so it's amazing.
Yeah, because honestly, a lot of people don't know this, because I don't really share it. But, you know, of course, when I quit my job, I lost just about everything, you know. So now it's been about to be like 2 years that I've been, you know, homeless. You know, I don't, you know, at the end of the day when everybody could be like, you know, I'm going home and I get the, you know, I got the keys to my house, I get to go lay down, you know, unfortunately us, you know, but it's by choice because we was like, you know what, we want to be able to do something years and years later down the line. Kids in the foster care system be like, Davon and Tavon, they lost everything, but they did it so that they can bring awareness for kids all around the world.
And so, you know, what is it that drives you guys? You know, this mission that you guys have done, you know, this has to be hard, you know. A lot of people, you know, think when you see this kind of thing, you know, they see the smiles, you know, they see the fun photos of you guys, you know, they see you guys in Guam, but, you know, what is it really like to, you know, be out there, you know, traveling the country, you know, on a mission, you know, what's that like?
To be honest, Brandon, it's a struggle, but throughout all the pain and the struggle, we still continue to smile. This has been the toughest journey of my life. I've never been on a journey this hard, but I told Dave, I was like, we just gonna take that leap of faith. Like I grew up in church, and one scripture everybody always talk about is walk by faith. And I told Davon, we walking by faith with no backup plan. So we fully trusting in God, and that's what we've been doing the whole time. A lot of people don't understand it, but me and Davon, we keep pushing. We gonna continue to keep pushing.
And it's so crazy because one of the toughest, like I recently was finding out that I was about to have a kid, and then on the journey, and then of course, you know, finding out the same day that I was gonna be having a boy, and then finding out the same day that I lost my son, you know, so it's just like having to go through that and still push because honestly, I could have just been like, you know what, just bump all of this. I'm about to go focus on myself, take a break. But instead of me just actually taking a break, I just kept going because I was like, you know what? You know, it's kids all around the world, and although I'm hurting, although that I'm going through right now, I know that one day that it'll be my time to be able to get what God has for me. So it just, man, just pushing through those hard times, and we do that so that kids can know, like, no matter what I go through in life,
Don't give up.
no matter how hard my life may seem, I can keep pushing because the twins did it.
That's amazing, man. And I did not know that. Condolences. You know, I've seen a lot of kids, you know, in pictures with you guys. You know, what are some of the things, you know, are they inspired by what you guys do? What are the things that they've said to you?
Some of the kids, it's amazing. They like, wow, like y'all really walking this amount of miles, or wow, y'all doing this for us, or wow, like just our journey in general. Kids are so amazed by it, and they're amazed because they're like, wow, they doing it for kids in foster care. When I was growing up, I never heard nobody doing. I'm not saying nobody didn't, but I never heard anybody do anything for kids in foster care. So it's like now we on our feet putting in groundwork to show kids like, wow, like y'all matter. And we doing this, we do it simply to shine a light on foster care, raise awareness.
And it's crazy because so many people, they question us, what are y'all doing? Or they'll say, why y'all walking for? Or, you know, we tell people all the time, we like, you know, we're not trying to complicate what we're doing. It's very simple. What we're doing is just walking so that we can show kids all around the world that you got to take it step by step. You got to put one foot in front of the other one, just keep going. Even though it's going to be an obstacle, it may be some stop signs, yield signs, whatever the case may be, but you got to just keep going. So it's like, you know, we just want people to know, like, what we do is for the kids. Because we wish we had somebody growing up.
Well, you guys have done a lot, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, when this is all said and done, because we're at the point now, you know, I think when this first started, people were asking me, you know, well, how far do you think they're gonna go?
Right.
Now I'm just literally talking at the point of like when they get to 50,
Right,
because
yes,
I know that it's going to happen.
Gotta
I
happen.
absolutely know that it's going to happen. There were plenty of people who people think we were gonna get past like 4 states.
Like, I didn't even know we were going to get this far.
And here we are now. So when this is all said and done, what do you guys hope people look back and say about you? What do you hope they look back on this, and what do you hope your legacy is?
Like I always say, you know, while I'm here on earth, I just want to be able to do it all I can and help as much people as I can. I know I'm not Superman, I know I'm not God, but it's like at the end of the day, that's why I quit my job. You know, it takes a special person to be able to quit their job and go fight for kids and people all around the world, and you don't have no money coming in. That's, you know, but we strictly listen to Steve Harvey, and that's what he did, you know. So it's just like we just want people to know, like, you know, the twins, if they ain't did nothing else, they did a good job while they was here, and they fought for kids all around the world. So we just want to be able to leave behind a huge legacy.
Well, in my mind, you've already left a legacy.
Definitely.
In my mind, you guys have already, I know that there are plenty of people out there that you guys have inspired, plenty of kids out there, I'm sure, are inspired. And for me, having you guys back here, it just warms my heart, first of all. It's just amazing. And I'm happy to say that you guys have gotten a lot of attention. It's not just me talking to you guys anymore. You guys have gotten attention from national media. Let's talk a little bit about that. Some of the places that have reached out to you guys have been interview crazy.
It's the crazy part about it. We was on the way, we was coming back from somewhere, and we was coming to Georgia. And that's when I found out that my son, that I lost my kid. And then I was telling Tavon, and then we was talking, and I looked at my phone, and it was an email, and it was from Good Morning America. And I was like, wow. And then we ended up getting an email from BET about doing the BET interview. And I was just like, man, there's nobody but God, because oftentimes, God will take something that's maybe precious to our heart, but God do everything for a reason. So although it hurt, something great came out of it. It just wasn't my time. It wasn't my season, So it's just like, it's been amazing, man. And actually, they actually came to our event that we had last weekend. And they flew out here. Well, they had cameraman came out there to film us, and we actually have to go up there on May 10th. They invited us up there to do a walk.
Very nice. And what was that event you guys had last weekend? What was that? Remind me about that.
So we did. Good Morning America was searching for people who was walking around the country, and they stumbled across little old me and Davon. And they reached out, and they was like, they liked what we were doing, and they wanted to shoot a segment on us. So they came out to our small town, Greeleyville, where we grew up, and we put together a walk there. So we just walked like a half a mile, and then we gave away shoes to kids in foster care at the end of the walk. And it was amazing, man. Just knowing, I'm like, wow, this is Good Morning America. Like, we was trying to get in contact with them for years, and it's like, it's bittersweet, man.
They're knocking on your doors now, and it's just gonna keep. You guys are just gonna keep rising up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You guys are on a mission, and the world is gonna come to you in my mind, and I'm very proud of both of you. It's been amazing to see you guys do this. If anybody is trying to, reach out to you guys and help out, where do they go? What do they do?
Of course, social media, Tavon Woods, or Google Tavon Woods. It'll pull up all of our information as well. And just to let you guys know that me and Tavon, we started back doing something that we actually really love. So we actually started back doing music because we started back in 2014, and then we ended up, we was dropping videos and all that, and then we ended up stopping for 6 years. And then me and Tavon finally came to a conclusion. We was like, man, we doing for everybody else, but God was basically saying, what are y'all gonna do for yourself? People always ask me, how are y'all gonna get income in? So it's like me and Tavon, we was like, man, we gonna start back doing music. And it's like, we did our first song, and it's just straight, we just want to deliver good music, because if you didn't understand our story in the article or by me saying it, now you can listen to the song, and that may be a better way for you to understand it or for somebody to grasp it. So yeah.
So what kind of music are you guys doing?
Rap.
Very nice. And so give me
with the bars.
Yeah, so you guys got bars.
I'm more so of I like to make love with the beat. So I like to let it marinate.
Marinate.
Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you able to drop like a freestyle or anything?
Bars for bars.
Just a little. Just give us a taste. You able to give us a taste right now? If not, it's okay. But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask.
Okay. We chilling with Brandon, and we shooting for the stars.
We shooting for the stars because I remember long nights we couldn't even get a bag of chips, and now we about to reach for the stars.
And we shooting for the stars, but we gonna skip the stars and we gonna go to Mars. I'm not a freestyle guys. I like to actually write and take time with it.
Hey, but look. When we get the first song out, you guys can let me know about it. I assure you, anything that you just did is going to be infinitely better than what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I have no bars. I have no bars. I don't need. It's just an open. It's just this.
Squares. He got
Squares. I have squares.
Just big blocks. Just triangles.
Gentlemen. Okay, we're getting close here to the end. Where's the next state that you guys are going to?
We're going to be going to New York for the walk, so we're probably going to go ahead and knock out, while we out there, going to go ahead and knock out, because we missed a little of West Virginia. So we got to do West Virginia, and then we probably going to do a walk in D.C. as well, because, I mean, I feel as though it's only right to do a walk in D.C.
Yes.
So, yeah, West Virginia, D.C. Well, I know D.C. is in the state, but.
Very nice. And so if anybody's trying to keep up with you guys, you know, obviously social media, go to they both have Facebook pages under your names. Anything you want to say, you know, before we head out, anything you want to say to the people watching to, you know, get them to help you guys support you on this mission, you know, how important it is to get this message out about foster care.
Oh yeah, it's very important to us because, just like I say, that's all we do now. We quit our jobs to embark on this journey. So therefore, it's required that we need support. Because my pockets is you know.
Yeah, people always ask us, they be like, you know, so the money coming out your pockets, and I'm like, I mean, technically, if you want to be honest, I don't have pockets. I didn't have pockets for about 2 years. You know, when I ain't got a check in about 2 years. I mean, of course, TikTok, but I mean, that's, you know, whatever. But yeah. But we just want everybody to continue to support us. We just young men, you know, trying to, you know, not trying, but we're just young men, you know, doing great things in the world. And just like Tavon said, you know, we need help, you know. I feel as though everybody, you know, doing other things, get help and stuff like that. So I just feel as though, like, you know, it's for a great reason, so a great cause. So I believe it deserves it.
And last thing, anything you want to say to any kids out there, you know, maybe they're in foster care, maybe they're dealing with a situation that's similar to yours. Any last message that you want to leave to them?
Like I always say, you know, you just got to keep pushing. You know, 1 foot in front of the other foot. You know, just keep going no matter what comes your way. You know, just always understand that God is always going to be the umbrella. So he always going to protect you from anything that may come your way. So I would just say just keep pushing.
Gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor and a pleasure to have you back here again.
It's Twin Gang.
It's the Twin Gang, and guess what? I'll say it right now, and I'll say it confidently. We will see you back here at 50.
Yes, sir.
We will see you back here at 50. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is Brandon Dawson, WJBF News Channel 6.